Hello people, my name is Rage, and welcome one and all as we find out how does one Woolfe, the Red Hood Diaries, or is it Woolfe? I kind of want it to be Woolfe because it's like, hey boy, come on Woolfe, come over here, oh god, oh I need my neck, give me it back, and then we happily live ever after, because after all, this is a fairy tale, and obviously based on Red Riding Hood and the big bad wolf, and that makes it very exciting for me, because I really like fairy tale type reimaginings and tellings. I think there's a real charm to them, and talking of charm, just from this screen here, the way the background looks and the colour scheme, it's a little bit dark, but it also does have the brightness to it, and it's all eerie, but you do get that kind of magical sense. I'm a big fan of the style and composition just from this screen. I think it really does look like a fairy tale world, and even the sort of freaky fairy thing that's been flying past, you can tell it's got some sort of dark vibes to it, and that's really, really cool. So without further ado, let's get into this. Now, I really, really want this game to be good, because I think it's got a really unique concept. Now, as you can see, this is an early test demo footage. This game was on Kickstarter and very, very recently reached its goal, which is awesome. So let's see if this game is any fun.
Not so much. She copied my homework. I ate her lunch. One day, Mary's mother sat in the principal's office, crying. We instantly knew. Yet another girl missing. Yet another mystery in tomorrow's paper. Speechless, we all wondered who would be next. Her seat remained empty, as did my stomach around noon.
Well then, that's a nice little intro, isn't it? And is it just me? Or is this Red Riding Hood, like, freaking badass? Look at her! She's got, like, blood up, like, I think, corset that she's wearing. She's got straps everywhere, equipment, and just casually wielding this badass axe that apparently, I can only imagine, she stole from a woodcutter, who then she brutally murdered for practice. But she really looks like someone you don't want to mess with, which is a far cry away from actual Red Riding Hood. So I think that is lovely. That is certainly charming. So you can use this game with a controller, and it does flow quite nicely, but I am using this with a keyboard, because after all, I am playing this on PC, so the keyboard controls should be up to par. However, instantly they are a little bit... they don't flow as well as the controller, which for a platformer game, which this is kind of to be expected, but I don't know, I'm just getting a little bit of with how the controls actually interact. It's certainly not bad, and it's not off-putting, but it could feel a little bit smoother. So obviously we can run around, we can jump, that's all to be expected, and then we can use our axe with heavy or light attacks, as you can see. Now, does she not look like a crazy axe murderer right now? That is ridiculous! Look at that! Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So I wonder what happens if we try and go down this ladder. Oh, we just... okay, so note to self, don't leave the path. I just had to see, because some exploration in a game like this is kind of a nice touch. Alright, so let's clear our first obstacle. And talking of this being our first obstacle, it's fracking cool. Like a giant meta roller pin death thing. That is sweet. I love unique set pieces like that in platforming. And this is cool as well. It's not often in a platformer like this you actually get to move towards and away from the camera. Even in 2.5D platformers, it's normally pretty regularly left and right. So I am quite enjoying this. We've even got, like, some sort of Tomb Raider-esque shimmying. So not only is this Red Riding Hood a badass axe-wielding slayer of foes, she apparently is a parkouring god. And I am okay with that. So I guess... oh, we actually have a choice where we go now. That is excellent. If there's one thing I cannot stand in platformers, it's just complete linearity. It really bugs me, because if you're going to restrict yourself, I guess not so much restriction, but if you're going to make the choice, I guess I can't really go anywhere here. I feel like No, that's not going to work, so I'll go the other way. If you restrict yourself to a single line, you kind of restrict yourself in the design decisions you can make, so it is really cool to give what is effectively a side-scrolling platformer a more open feel by having alternate paths like this and moving away and towards the camera. It makes you feel like you're more exploring a world than just progressing right and jumping over things, and I think that's a really nice effect that they've done. Can you destroy crates? No, you can't. Well, that is just a... That's just a shame. That would have been a great time. So here we have a valve. I can only assume I have to turn the valve. So that stopped tar type stuff being poured down. But in return, has permanently turned on those steam vents. So that's kind of neat as well. A sort of ore situation. You can go down there or you can go over here. I am liking this. And even though we're in a sewer and it is a little bit gritty, it's still kind of nice and colourful. And what I love is that Red Riding Hood herself, the fact that she's wearing this bright red for the win, by the way, cape, really nicely, vibrantly stands out against the background. It kind of makes her the natural focus of the eye, and I think that's really, really nice. So what can I actually do over here? And you can jump up ledges like that. So it really does feel quite free-flowing and open to say it's in essence, a side-scrolling platformer. That's really, really cool. Now, until we see the actual combat and how I can deal with the axe and how it interacts and stuff, I can't really comment on that, but so far the actual feel of the platforming and the flow of things I'm really quite impressed with. There's not that much I can say that's negative about this, and this is an early build as well, so obviously it's not representative of what the final game will be like, so I imagine the control issues I have will be tightened up, they will be a lot smoother. Okay, so now I need to go back down here. Can I jump down there? Oh, that would be cool. Can I hop over this and go down? Oh, so it's not completely free-flowing, but still, that's awesome. I would be, but still, that's awesome for some reason. I have no idea why I even said that. It would be nice if, because you know there's a platform down there, you can just straight up jump over the railing just to give it even more of an open feel. I think that would be, just add a little bit, because now I'm like, oh, why can't I do that? And you don't really want to play it ever thinking, oh, why can't I do that if it's something that makes sense? And I do like that we're picking up picnic baskets. That's a nice thematic thing. Now, what's cool is that the indie game dev studio that I am part of after leaving uni is actually making a fairy tale based game as our first game. Nothing like this, but I think that's quite a coincidence, really. A small world. So now we have our first sort of moving in-depth puzzle. That's awesome. I am really, really impressed with the obstacles that we've been presented with. They've not been crazy, but they have been... Okay, well, that's probably a fault of the alpha build here. But yeah, they've not been crazy, like, whoa, but they've all been like, that's nice. I like that. And this parkour-y stuff and everything. I honestly... Now, this sounds bad to say, but I really didn't think this game would be as good as I'm finding it. And I am slightly biased because I love fairy tale stuff, and I think Red Riding Hood is a really cool idea to make her a badass like this. So I was inclined to like this game, but of course I try and be as objectively fair as I can be. Is that going to do anything? Nope, I don't think so. Can we get through there? No. Alright, that's interesting. I kind of feel like I should be able to dodge roll forwards and backwards as well. I don't know why I do feel like that, but I don't know. Sometimes you just get a feeling when you're in a game that you feel like you should be able to do something that feels kind of natural for the character, and then you can't. You're like, oh, but I don't suppose it's a big deal. I mean, until I see the enemies and stuff, I don't honestly know. In fact, even that, the going across there, crawling, shimmying across and then jumping backwards, that is so a Tomb Raider move, and anything that is slightly reminiscent of Tomb Raider is something I can get behind. And that was neat as well, timed platforms with fire. And to say this is a fairy tale universe, I realise that it sounds like I've just been solidly praising this since I started, and well, I have, but it's genuinely not for any other reason that I am really enjoying this experience, actually. I totally, from what I've seen so far, want to do a play... Fuck. Didn't expect that. And by didn't expect that, I mean, I'm dumb and should have expected that. So that opens that one. Can I, like, jump round? Oh, I really thought I could get sneaky. I'm going to try it again, just in case. Oh, no, you can't. There's an invisible wall, because that would be kind of cool. Alright, so... Whoops! I just spawned and then mashed her poor face against a metal grinder. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Red Riding Hood. My bad. Did not mean to do that. Are you okay? That must have been bloody painful, because there was a lot of blood. A lot of blood. More crimson than her cloak. Alright, we'll get across here again. The checkpoint system, where we come back when we die, I've not actually interacted with it, but it all seems to be really logical places as well. There wasn't any frustration. Oh, now I've got to go all the way back. And we are doing a little bit of backtracking here, but as we've solved the puzzle and going back round, that's totally fine. That occasionally happens. And it also makes the environment feel more like a proper environment and not pathways that you have to follow. Wait, shouldn't I have... So that does that. Yeah. Oh, it's a timer, look. It slowly comes back down. Well, that just makes it a whole other world of neat, doesn't it? So I have to suddenly... Oh, that was close. So I have to rush all the way back round in order to get there in time for it to happen. That is really, really sweet, actually. How much time do I have? Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. Jump, Red Riding Hood, jump! Jump! Go! One thing I will say is, audio-wise, the background music isn't too, like, yeah, let's do this, when you're in, like, an epic, like, imagine once you press that switch, the background music suddenly kicked up, like, da-dun-da-dun-da-dun-da-dun, Mission Impossible type, yeah! That would be, oh, no! So nearly got to it. So nearly got to it in time. That is upsetting. That is very upsetting. Okay, go! Da-da-dun-da-dun-da-dun-da-dun-da-dun. Okay, got that past that one fairly painlessly. I do like this. This really kicks it up a notch. This is the difficulty that I was feeling was missing from the stuff I've already done. I am liking this. And by difficulty, it's not terribly difficult, but it does require some precision and does rush you. And of course, being rushed is a key to effectively failing loads in a given platformer. Let's get across to there. Lovely. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Jump away, Red. Come on, we got this. We got this, yes? Yes, and then here is where a dive roll would have been awesome, just thematically, wouldn't it? Ha! Lovely. So that's the sewer level, everyone. So obviously this demo was made before the Kickstarter was completed. So now that I've played this, I'm really happy that the Kickstarter was completed. And there is, of course, 2 more levels. I'm going to have a quick look at the pastures just to get the sort of aesthetic from it. And I really do want to kill something, actually. We haven't had any actual combat. So hopefully we'll see something we can fight here, because that is the final make and break for the game, if the combat actually does feel combat-y, because I imagine this axe is for killing things. I'm sure it's not just for show.
Always go out with a bang, Father taught me.
Well, yep, I think she definitely has been using it there.
I hope your sheepskin burns as well as your evil mind.
Ooh, I like the world this is set in.
Let's leave this doomed city behind.
Really dark, yet still at the same time fantasy fairy tale. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, Woolfe! Alright, perfect. We get to see the combat. Okay, so we can move in all the directions while we're doing it, and we just basically slash the hell out of stuff. Alright, so honestly, it's fairly what I expected it to be. Oh, that's the flying thing from the cutscene! Hi-ya! Oh, you can't do like a flying jump, which would have been a flying attack even while you're in the air. Like a slam down, which would be quite cool to be fair, because getting the jump on someone like SUP! And slamming down with your axe would be really neat. Okay, so now that I've done should I have done that? Is there a way I can do anything here? Or have I messed this up? Is there anything I can, like... Ah, this looks like something. Ah, there we go. Alright, so you have to like, actually pay attention to your environment and see if you can... Oh, shit. Yeah, that's awkward, really, isn't it? So, should this move a little bit? I feel like it should move a little bit. How am I supposed to make it to that side if I can't actually... I have a feeling that I was supposed to go on it while it was swinging, and then the extra length from the swinging would have got me to the other side. That's awkward. I'm just spam killing her now. That's really... I didn't mean to, in my defense. Oh, hello. You're back. Well, that was kind of awkward, wasn't it? Just passing each other. Yeah, an aerial attack is really kind of necessary. I do like me a bit of ragdoll as well. Oh, the wolf is back. And did he just walk off the cliff? You a dumbass wolf. That's what you are. Ooh, is there an area over here? Oh, it kind of looks like I can jump up those cliffs. Can I? No. So maybe a little bit more definition of where you can and can't go would be nice, because I hate the disappointed, oh, I can't actually go there feeling. I want to smash that lamp as I go past it as well. So, how do I go about getting this to get me over there? I feel like I should have... Can I restart the level? No, I'm gonna restart the last checkpoint. Damn. Well, there you go, everybody. I guess that is just as far as I'm getting on this one. Probably because I'm bad. But now that I've done the combat, it does... I don't know, it kind of feels a little bit tacked on. It's not bad by any stretch. It's just... I don't know. It's right... Oh, that was shocking. Right now, it feels like if I see an enemy, it's more like, ugh, alright, let me just kill this enemy. Okay, cool, we can get back to the awesome platforming. So I feel like the combat does need a little bit more in depth to it, a little bit more thrilling, a little bit more weighty. I mean, these are two very basic enemies, and I'm sure if there's boss-like creatures, it does get a little bit more intense, but from what I can see from this, it does feel a little bit sort of light on how... like, engaging and mechanically complex the combat is. It really is just face it and smash. There doesn't seem to be really any thought or interaction required from me, which is a shame, to be fair. But the platforming and the world and the themes and everything, to me, more than make up for that. I'm looking forward to the full version of this game, and I'm actually very tempted to do a playthrough on it. I really am. I'm impressed so far, despite a few of the flaws. Let me know what you guys think, and this is Red Riding Hood, the Badass Diaries. I've renamed the game, so that's what you should call it now. Developer, I think that makes a lot more sense to call it the Badass Diaries of Red Riding Hood. Either way, my name has been Rage. Please remember to like this if you have enjoyed it. It really does help, and I do appreciate it, guys. And subscribe for more. And goodbye.